Viewers, aji date 6 June 2025. It is Civil Societies of Parent District, Zelengrong Youth Organization Nagaland, Zelengrong Students Union Nagaland kan break the press conference rakhi ase. Ahibi to laga details support ami kan alop details pra sai sabo.
Aji ami kan ide jama kuribla laga omoi aro paise. On the first place, media fraternity sange arobi thanks janai diase on behalf of the organization gathered here. अच्छा आमी खान अजी अपने के मातिया लगा मतलब तो इधु अलग न भाई पिमला मर्डर केस किला मने इधु पिमला मर्डर केस the since from the day one आमी खान मीडिया खान के भी अमान अपडेट करी किने आमी खान किने का जासे आमी खान सब अपडेट तो दिया से so during the course of this time इधु murder case लगा तो आमी अलग brief करी दिबो. The incident happened on the 7th April. That is at Pimla. Tuinia kurigine amikhan tade decision loigine peace rally aman organized kuribo koine tade we have organized a peace rally at Maikam local ground. Tuidu homoide not only our Jilarnong people but from all walks of our Naga brothers, our Naga communities. Taikhan bi takhan la solidarity. Tahambi amikhan logoda aigine sob manu join kurise. And thereby, during the rally, we also, urged the government, starting from the office of this DGP, till to his different branches. Aman itu kora homoide aman government ke bi 4 din homoide aman ke bi aman itu deadline bi dise. Pressurize kuribla karne government ke. Tuinika hoi gine amikhan itu hoa homoide ami khan logoda bi eco update bi nai. Of course, like some few individuals who have been arrested. Tahan ke bi arrest kuri gine further interrogation kare India kure ase will be itu opor do ami khan logoda update to panai. Therefore, ami khan moon na pung jabra. Ami khan first phase of agitation to ami khan suru wijise. So the first phase of agitation we have started in our district, that is a parent. Under parent district, to amikhan do first phase of agitation suru homoide. There was no untoward any incidents. It is a type of a peace agitation where amikhan bi government khan ke government bar bi aman ke intervention hobuni ki when aman bi itu hoa homoide amikhan itu on 29th of April amikhan laga. Through the directive of the Home Commissioner, we had a meeting with the Commissioner of Nagaland and Kohima. To do meeting boadam de, we had a long interaction, we had a long discussion, represented by all the civil organization of under parent district, where we had a round of talks and round of different topics where we have been discussed. To do homoide, ami ekta idu clear kurilumun thakadu. Ami khan do Commissioner of Nagaland Odaman meeting boadam de, we have given them 2 weeks in order to deliver the justice. Will be government bra 2 weeks time to committee ase 1 month lage kwa bra ami barbar kwa se tai khan bra 1 month to mangya laga se 1 moina to. So during 1 month's time, we were been eagerly waiting what would be the response of the state government. Ekdom, there was no, there was no any untoward eventualities or no, there is no problems or any situation arises within the district also. Because we trust on the government and we were, we have full hope on the government that the government will deliver the justice. Will it be during 1 month's time? Amikhan logo de iku bi update bi nai. Aro amikhan bi Taikhan gibi aro contact kuribo kolibi, there was no connection at all. To India kurigine on 29th May, itu laga Taihan time mangya laga time to expire with this. But still then we waited for the whole month. Itu wa PGDB ikubi update nai. Aro notun moina ahigine ajitu aro now we are on the 6th day. Therefore, amikhan itu bar amikhan itu cause fight kura laka tu. We are not only fighting for the cause of the women under parent district. But we are fighting for the cause of women's safety, especially in our state, Nagaland. Aman Naga Manu, Maiki Hanbi Kinika safe over lage. Idu laga karne aman bi idu bar to fight kora laga se. Idu hua homoide idia amikhan saya se kuludu. Why the government is so irresponsible on this? Why they are not willing to call us up? As per our discussion when we had a meeting at the Commissioner of Nagaland office, at the conference hall, Taihan Goa is up to do time Hua Homoide Abdihan give meeting Matibude equation. To kill a meeting, a man give Matibula Napare. Why there was no update from them? Or are they simply playing with the sentiments of our people, of our Nagas? For how long are we just going just to remain silent on all these murder cases? Ajida aman edu othianai kolido amihan logode incident after incident, incident after incident takan itu inia kurina amihan logode excuse amihan ke di thakibuni ki amadu edu bardo nahobo. Therefore, we have already decided that we are not going to backtrack. What we have spoken on the day of rally, we are going to go ahead. Until and unless justice is delivered, we are going to fight to the nail. We will not leave any stone unturned. We have already decided our, we have already taken our decision.
Itu laga Pimla murdered case laga tu from day one. Amingan iki logote kam kuri kini aise justice pabule karne mohla late sister karne justice pabule karne moham iki logote kam kuri kini aise. Itu government time dia 1 month to kotom hoise. Welibi moham mun lamba kuri kini 6 days nisna tagan ki rukise. But till now response nai. Itu bra moham date 4 day emergency meeting takise with our other CSO, with our other CSO. Amon meeting thaka time de discuss kurise aro moham ekta agenda banaise that we are going to go ahead with our second phase of agitation. So itu second phase of agitation to Tuesday bra amuan suru kuri bole ase. To amuan itia time dibo second phase of agitation to total shutdown ase amuan laga. To amuan kalibra Saturday, Sunday, Monday itu tak time dibo public karne parent district te taka public karne taikan laga household laga ki kam ase Saturday, Sunday, Monday time dibo kam kuri lobi aro itu bichide Tuesday dido amuan second phase of agitation itu total shutdown to amuan district te implement kuri bole ase. So itu amuan tu itu justice napatak tu amuan tu itu total shutdown tu itu indefinite te amuan kuri bole itu utudin meeting de amuan itu agenda banai gini ase. Itu bra we are going to go ahead with our agitation that is from Tuesday.
Now we have so many cases. Forget about Mahikam cases. But not only that, we have so many arising cases, be it rape case or murder case. Now on humanity ground, when we talk about social justice, if we are to keep on dragging, or if the government of today is not willing to deliver justice, what more can we expect from the government of today? That is why today, to all the viewers, the Nagas, we must stand together and let us fight that until justice is delivered. We have so many cases, and today, since day one, we have been in fullest cooperation to whatever the government decides. Till now, despite of our expiry date of what they have asked for 1 month, today, counting from that, 6 days already. We have given another 6 days. So far, no response. That is why today we wanted to make a very strong statement that please would like to request once again to the government, kindly be serious in a cases like this, because if we do not resolve to a case or if we do not deliver justice, it is like the government of today is encouraging the evildoers to do more, to continue to do more. Today this incident has happened in the parent district, tomorrow it could be in any other districts. And if the government of today is defining their lackadaisical attitude in a cases like this, then what more can we expect? Therefore, I would like to appeal to the government of today that kindly be serious when we talk about on social justice, delivering justice on humanity ground. This is what I would like to give a very strong statement. Also would like to appeal once again to the government and to the Nagas as a whole. Yes, thank you. Yes,
You can
there is.
raise questions.
Have you approached the Deputy Chief Minister's office in regard to this case, considering that it is his also constituency that if he is also given any
See-
response if contacted, him being in the one of the highest offices of the state?
See, regarding on this, of course, like we didn't approach our. You mean to say like Deputy CM or?
Yes, Deputy CM
Yes,
TRZ.
yes. Of course, like personally, too, we could not meet him because of their busy schedules. But anyway, like we were also trying to connect with him also. But you know, like in case like if the government, if they are really serious on this issue, they could have updated to us the latest information regarding on this Pimla murder case, since the time of their, you know, like duration where they have asked for 1 month. To amikhan agi the kwan is na amikhan ejunge approach koribo, ejunge approach kori thakibo. Aman kun kiman junge aro approach koribole mon ase itu to. Tai khan laga time de ta khan bra duration do itu ase. Apni khan itu khotom wadam de noile bi on the process de. Apni khan gibi loi gine meeting bi bhoi bo koi. Meeting boa laga noi gine ita to update bi nai. So it is compelling us, you know, like to go ahead for second phase of agitation. You know, like during the first phase of agitation, among bi kun agitation bi koribole mon thakibo. We don't want, you know, like public to suffer during the process of agitation. Well, the public can be agitation suffer koribole bi, now they are ready to it. Kina mana justice to han bi lage. Now women's safety itu that can be first priority itu the way jase. Itu karena as my student president has already mentioned during our, you know, like on 4th May of this month we had an emergency meeting. It is a combination of all the civil societies where we have decided that we will go for this second phase of agitation, because you know, like the first phase of agitation was we kept in abeyance. To the second phase of agitation, it will be a total shutdown. And during the process of this total shutdown, aman ki laga hoblebi, naoilebi ki laga tate untoward incident, way tagilebi, because we have already mentioned that we are not going to be responsible on this matter. Itu da mihan arobi janai dia ase.
Any update on kun arrested who share each other, or any update on that from the police side?
Yeah, since from day one, when we had this form of agitation, you know, like the police department, the law enforcing agencies, they gave us some information that 5 of them were being arrested, including the deceased husband. Will be amambi detailed information to tade kun ase koi gina mambi hudi will be baranai. Kila mane we know the difficulties of the, you know, like investigation process be kidia to hamper with to bra mambi itu detailed information to amambi hodiana will be till now Pansun get to under custody ase for further interrogation in your point. That is the latest updates word they have given to us.
Are you hoping that the government will respond in the next tomorrow or Monday?
See, for that to, you know, like since from day one, we always, like in every situation, we always depend on the government, as we have already mentioned. We always hope that the government will deliver justice. But till today, if the government fails to, because of the government negligence, I should say, honestly speaking, because of the government negligence, it is compelling us to go for second phase of agitation. As my student general secretary has already spoken out, during the second phase of agitation, if the government fails to respond to our call once again, we right now too, we cannot say what kind of situation it might happen within our district also. Kira mana government ge aman justice to DB koi gina tahan ke bi para tak tu tahan ke bi aman request takan la thing de ami khan laga jogo pani olai na tahan la thing de ahatam de tahan itu deliver justice bi deliver koribla para nai. Every time their excuse is forensic lab, forensic report, DNA test. Itu khana excuse ita kuri thakibla laga tu. I think that stage is already over. When we really look into this, the present scenario, if the government they are really serious on this issue, Taihan ko kotha kwa isab de tarbi itu bi intervene koribla parido. Wale bi tu days after days, months after months, ita to hoi jase. So we are not going to keep any more silent on this issue.
Is it an eye-opener for CSOs, not just parent, but in the entire state that they're using forensic lab 9? Or when something bad happens like a murder, then we start agitation. So what about those times when there was no forensic lab? What about agitation for such things, infrastructure development, any services that needs to be there? How come there was no agitation for that? Not just from the CSOs, from parent, but just overall in Nagaland.
See, one is the incident after incident past years to be among not only within the parent district but all over Nagaland. Kinaman itu incident wa homoide amikhan the only response which we are getting from the government or from the law enforcing agencies is the lack of government facilities. Example like we don't have a forensic lab. Now will be itu laga test anai itu laga test anai ko gine itu de ta khan sob tu ta painap puri jai. Itu hoa homoide amikhan idia responding to your question, we also would like to appeal to all the our Naga brothers. Please come forward. Aji amikhan itebra amikhan ke wake up call kurana ikole do. Aji amikhan la district de amikhan la family de niga hoina se. Tomorrow it can happen to your family. Itu hoa homoide amikhan logode itu laga excuse to man huni thakibla laga bi amami diri hoise koi na man aro jaine dia ase.
We all know the lacks, deficiencies in our state, any infrastructure development, and coming to crime investigation, forensic study, forensic lab kam nai aro amela kilo expertise bi nai. So we know it's not there, but you are demanding the government, asking the government to deliver. So police procedure, government procedure ekta protocol thake, especially investigations involving forensics. So time loy. So government ra hoise amen itu tade analysis khan to moina bi lagi jay. To itu aha bichre ki korula su korbo. To amen itu buji kina itu jani na matlab to how do you justify this agitation when you well know the lacks, the deficiency in our state?
See, responding to your question, amikhan idu government way. We know their difficulties on these law enforcing agencies. If the government they are not providing enough facilities, the law enforcing agencies can be that diktar pai. Now, amikhan takhan laga difficulties itu bar laga difficulties eklan hoido. What about the past years? Starting from this, which we have already mentioned, like in the previous updates. Examples like 4, 5, 6 years lagabi. Itu la justice be ajitak be deliver kuribla parane do. This is not only months, but it has already gone years. Why the government they are not, why they are not taking serious on those matters? Kina man murder kura laga, rape kura laga, to aji itu bare na way. Will be past incident de aman itu last time the big was 2019. Rape aro to the murder kura laga. Example like Pimla murder case. To itu tak be the kan Itu tu moina no hoido. It is a year's gap, starting from 2019 to 2025. To what justice the government they could have delivered. To infrastructure nai kuile tu last time the bra incident in Iga Huadam that they could have taken very serious on this issue. In those issues and they could have set up those necessary labs even within our district. Now we are already living in a modernized state where we, like we cannot go on following the old trends. Itu hua karne amikhanbi itu lagatu suru kura lagas agitation. And the day we had even from the day we had a meeting in the commissioner of Nagaland, tada conference hold aman meeting kuratum de amami koi dise. Don't compel us to dig the past incident among kwadu ko alas de itu. Because once we started digging the past incidents, where the government failed to deliver justice, the issue will be, the issue will become bigger and bigger. Where no one will be able to control over it. Oilebi itu homoide amikhan ida step by step jadam de serious lobby. The government they said they are taking serious on this. Every time when we approach, they said they are taking serious on this. But if they are taking serious on this, why they fail to deliver justice? Why they fail to call us a meeting? Why they fail to update the latest progress of their investigation, during all those their reports of their investigation. But still then during this period of, like a 1 month lagabi, update be nai, time par hua PG be, iku be nai. So are the public still to remain silent on this issue? Do the government ke question korala also. So therefore, this time as we have already decided, we are not going to backtrack anymore. We will fight tooth and nail. If any untoward incident happen, we have already mentioned even in the past, the state government will be solely responsible on all those agitation if anything arises. That's what we want to convey.
To viewers apne khan dikhi paise aji laga press conference laga pore aji laga briefing dekhan do R John Ziliang that Zilangrong Youth Organization Nagaland aro adai pu heka how that president Zilangrong Students Union Nagaland aro Kipauki General Secretary Zilangrong Students Union Nagaland laga thagise takhan aji laga press conference laga opore main reason to ki ase bole do Pimla de April 7 ama ekta ge murder kura laga opore ase etu do government khan ke tahan bra government khan ba tahan ge 1 month dibi goine time dishe holibi date 29 May de 1 month complete hoine government khan ba oku results bi na oku tahan laga problem to be solve kuru para na etu laga khushi na pa laga opore tahan aji press conference rakha ase tahan emergency meeting subordinates khan lo de meeting thagi she do date 4 June 2025 te thagi ne tahan meeting law laga outcome du ki ase gole do 10th June de tahan second phase agitation to parent district te suru hobo koine ko ase to etu do full shutdown thagibo indefinite thagibo etu gane tahan bi ko ase ki parent district thaga manohan ge commodities no holibi saman khan stock kuri gine rakhibi ko ase kile gule etu la agitation indefinite ban to kima to hobo ko na pare ko ase aro ite briefing de tahan babi koi gine ase ki ami khan public khan etu dictar dibole munna etu la agitation kane holibi public khan babi full support de gine etu la agitation to jabi koi gine ase tahan etu agitation to chuli thagibo government khan ba tahan laga demand fulfill kura nai koile koi ni bi janai di ase Itia gane man ase. For more news and update, keep watching Global Window. This is your reporter Yaung Amla with my camera person Anung reporting from Dimapur.